time we were here, you were kind of talking this
Oh,
kind of
this
stuff.
yeah.
And then just, I would be down, yeah, like to practice blocking, maybe like the structure for next time we get together for
So
gloves and mouthpieces
yeah,
and stuff.
yeah, and this will be really good to close the gap. So no matter what, I charge bull's horns. If there's multiple guys,
Yeah,
right? But don't down here. But even if you're just up in here, so what I want you to do is block with one. So you get to swing at them, and you can swing like if it comes straight at you,
yeah,
parries,
sure.
taps,
Yeah,
right down to that side. But don't take your arm way too far out there because now it's weak.
yeah,
Imagine your friend Thomas, that big guy. Just think of the biggest guy, man. That arm's just gonna snag. Like I have guys in there, and there's no way in heck I can stop his momentum.
yeah,
So what I want you to do is you're gonna attack, and then once gonna be defense, you can jab at them, you can swing at them, you can swing. Don't worry, anything that goes towards the leg, anchor your leg down
okay,
by leaning into it
yeah,
as opposed to trying to get away.
gotcha,
Because if you lean into it, well, boom, and I want you to, I'm gonna take one, but I'm gonna give one.
sure,
And if you're going out and you weaken this up and people get a Charlie horse, and then it's like, as soon as they plant their foot, oh, they have no leg muscle.
gotcha,
But if you tacked in like your muscles to like activate it, now if you see his legs activated here, turn your toes out a little bit. Now his quads, that's where I want you to just that little inch.
oh, yeah,
So not to hit hard, but like I'm gonna kick a little soft, but it's just like so go loose, like your legs just put all your weight on the back leg.
Okay.
And you feel how that
Yeah.
now put that leg in there
Oh yeah.
the same amount. So
Yeah.
just put that wet leg back.
yeah,
So if you feel that,
yeah,
now lean
different ballgame.
and you
It's
see
totally
how
fine. Yeah, so
so
you're protect, isn't that a nerve running?
it is a nerd.
Yeah.
It's a Charlie horse. Like I
Yeah,
don't know who made that name. I was like, I don't want to meet Charlie. I want to give him back.
yeah.
But as soon as people go back, oh, I got them all.
Those, yeah,
You're weak, and then all of a sudden you go to plant and you cannot. Your muscle spasm.
gotcha,
So if anything, now when you go in, if you swing, like if I swing the noodle, what I want you to do is I want you to just go with your other hand to lean in and pop. That
Yeah.
one goes in, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Because that one goes in naturally where you're like still straight in. So you take one, but you give one.
sure,
Okay. So all I want you to think is you're gonna attack him and you're just gonna do parries, swings this way. If I come straight down, sidestep.
sure,
Don't try to X block, try to stop out of
Yeah.
that. If I swing here so far and you like, I want you to duck,
okay,
bob and weave, but don't duck ever looking down.
okay, so keep
You duck,
everything,
eyes stay on your target.
okay,
Yep. So here, we'll do a little like warm up so you guys will stay both right in here. So facing me.
yeah,
And so I'm just gonna get your legs and your body moving. Get a little closer. There we go, perfect. So you're gonna keep your left leg forward.
Yeah.
So all you're gonna do is just leg lift. Just lift this leg up.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna swing it to your head and I want you to duck.
okay,
And that's all. And then I'm just gonna, yep, so if we go here, leg lift, duck, duck, yep, and if you get hit, you put out the waiver. If this still's in there, just go like 15 seconds, boom. Let's see how you duck it down.
yeah,
Don't look over here.
okay,
Train to look at me. Because I
gotcha,
want you looking, because look at my body. When this, you see this coming, and this is wide. Yep. So chin down, eyes up.
okay,
Okay. 15 seconds on the right, 15 seconds on the left.
I'm watching your body. I'm not watching the thing.
Yep. I want you, because look at my body. When this comes here, look, you see how much I'm
Yeah.
telegraphing it? So
Yeah.
I want you to be trained and focus in on here.
okay,
Looking past me as opposed to this, because then you're gonna get mesmerized, and all of a sudden this comes in, boom, you don't see that one. It's gonna
Gotcha.
catch you.
understood,
Okay, here we go. 15 seconds. Boom. I'll swing. Then. You okay?
yeah,
It's the only time you laugh. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you
Nice.
see how that
Yeah.
changes. And if you get hit, it's not gonna do damage.
damage,
You know
yeah,
what I mean? Now the other leg.
okay,
So it's just to get that leg, but you see how your legs are like squeezed.
Yeah.
15 seconds. Ready? Good. You see, as I break the rhythm, that's what we want. Get a free haircut.
Exactly. I need one.
5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and then 1. I won't charge you for the bars, but no.
Yeah.
But you see how those reactions.
Yeah.
So now this is what I want you to do. As soon as this goes at you here, sidestep, move your whole body. Nope, don't move, just move your whole body.
Okay, so don't
Don't
blade.
do this because then you're off. I want you to move this because now all your tools are ready.
Okay.
As soon as I do this, I'm limited to only 2 tools. On my right side, if I'm here, I want to move my defense so I can pull my knife, my gun, all that. As soon as
Yeah.
you start going here and your gun's on the other side, so just sidestep.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
what we'll do is 30 seconds, one's gonna be attacking, and you're gonna attack randomly. So if I swing here, then you can move around, and then, so instead of going back,
Yeah.
sidestep.
Okay, so just go to the
Just
side.
steps
Yeah.
to the side, doesn't matter, right side, left side. So if it goes over here on this side, exactly. If
Okay.
it's going down here, you gotta be able to like, oh, we're almost fighting, but you just gotta be able to pick it up, and we're not gonna go so hard.
Yeah.
But it's not in there, and so if it comes towards you, you can block it.
Okay, so that would be like
Yep,
a little
the
parry.
parries. So now we're gonna link all of that together. And here, just take it, boom, and then throw that cross.
Okay, so if I get a leg hit, just throw top. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
That way I want you to activate like, oh, okay. Cause you're not gonna see all this stuff coming at you.
Sure.
So I'll go 30 seconds attacking you, and then you'll come in. We want to do kind of like 30, or you can be my timekeeper.
Okay.
Ready? 3, 2, and 1. So if I'm here, good.
The back.
Yep, so keep those hands up.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Yep. Yep, so don't do that. There you go. Yep, do that. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. So sidestep.
Yep.
Yep, don't even lift. Just see how it's normal.
Yeah, so
And that's where you're gonna get caught, yeah.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do the traditional Muay Thai where we're checking this hand. Yep. So as this comes back, good, good. Yep,
Yep.
use those hands. See how you have that reaction.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
And we'll
yeah.
go back again, and
Yeah.
it's just a little different, but it's habits.
Yeah, and it's something I've never worked on, so
Yep.
yeah,
Perfect.
absolutely.
You'll let me know in 30 seconds.
Yeah,
Boom.
go.
Perfect. So if I'm going straight, there you go. So just throwing that. Yep. Throwing that one. Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Good. Good. Yep. That's perfect. So if it goes down, yep. Parry, block, we can cover. Yes. Good. Good. Bruce Lee happy, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what Bruce Lee's favorite drink was?
Time.
You know what Bruce Lee's favorite drink?
What?
What's up? Okay, so now we're gonna go with the same thing again, but this way you get the movements. Try to keep those hands this way, so you have offense 1, defense 1 at all times.
Sure.
Add your head movement slips, like don't just like, oh, I can be stiff. No, add those movements. So now you're like lean back, make sure you're gonna activate those legs.
Okay.
We'll go another 30 seconds and then we're gonna go in and attack. Here, you ready?
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect here. Good, good. Yep. Oh, you okay?
Yeah, fine.
So if it goes to the stomach,
Yeah.
lock it down. Boom. Good. Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah.
One shot. Obviously, as you step back, throw that cross.
Yeah.
Throw that
I
jab.
am.
Good.
Yeah, I keep trying to go back.
Yep, don't go backwards. So there you go. See that side step?
Yeah.
There you go. So if this comes at you, hands there you go, right there. Perfect. And there's no right or wrong, and you can duck. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Going 15 seconds. Now, oh. Because then what I'm gonna do, attack in here. Yep, and go sideways.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yep.
Away from the wall.
Yep. Good.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
And it's just a little fast triggering. Is this okay? You're
No, it's the question. I always found myself trying to do it. I saw him doing it. It's really easy to want to block like
Yep.
this.
It's normal. And it's
Um,
all just, it's something new and different, but we want to break this habit out.
Of going out.
Because once it's out there, it doesn't matter. It's gonna be out of here. It's not like it, whether it nick your shoulder or it's gonna miss all the way through. It's how we are programmed automatically.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, to push it away to like
yeah,
get this stuff out of
yep,
our
to
face.
get it out of our face, but it's now focus in. So we're gonna do another drill where we're just gonna have the head movement drill where you're gonna stab and just he's gotta go in and it's just gonna be a little bob and weave drill. Because if you add this motion, I mean, look, I'm not moving anything, but look at how much my fist, look at how you move to the side. Look at that. That's all you need.
Yeah, you don't need very much.
Yep. And his fist isn't like the big old boxing gloves on.
Yeah,
So if you get used to slipping in and out, and we'll do a little slip drill. This will be a good partner drill that you guys can do
okay,
after this one. Yeah. Remind me the jab, hook, or jab, cross, hook.
okay.
Remind me that, because
Jab, cross, hook.
this is a good combo drill. We're into 30 seconds again
We're
here.
not trying to block. We're trying
You
to
can
evade.
block, parry. If it comes towards you, exactly.
Yeah, that's the motive.
Yep. But if it comes this way,
Just duck.
duck or anchor that down, or if it
Okay.
comes down, boom, throw that cross. And that's the thing that you're not seeing.
Yeah,
And then we'll do it where I'm just gonna throw super light where you'll see it as opposed to.
But this is better than this.
Yes.
okay,
Yeah, look at like, put that in, like I
Yeah.
hit hard, but look at how that also comes in as a spear.
yeah,
And that is gonna do I mean, that right in there, you block and you just cover right in that side.
okay.
And then that cross comes all.
Block like this.
Yep.
Like this. Block,
Yep.
block.
So if you're out in here, that side,
Yeah,
all that.
okay.
All right, 30 seconds. Boom. Yeah. Good. So it goes in, perfect. Yep. And that's okay. That's what I want to think. Perfect. Here. Perfect. And just, yeah, take one, throw one.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Perfect. And if that comes
How's
back.
that?
Yeah.
There you go. See those parries?
Yeah.
Remember when that's going up? Good. Good.
That's time.
Good job. So now, let's do this drill. This is gonna, I don't want you to move your feet.
Okay.
So you're gonna do is you're gonna throw 4 punches. What I want you to do is you're gonna throw your jab.
Okay.
So I want you to slip, put your ear, nope. So you're just gonna stay there and then you're gonna throw your cross. I'm gonna slip, and then you're gonna throw a hook. I wanna bob,
Okay.
and then I wanna weave. I
Okay.
want your hands whenever I go down to protect your jawline. Now I want them here like a T-Rex.
Okay.
Because I don't want you to go down here, hands are down, or hands are up here and look where I'm leaving.
Yeah,
So I want this to come down, so now you're protected in case he throws a knee or an elbow or a
Yeah.
kick. So you're gonna throw a jab cross. So you wanna slip. When you throw the jab, you don't wanna slip way out here.
Yeah.
See how my head's way over here? I wanna activate my legs so I can come in.
okay, so you're closing that
I'm
gap.
closing the gap because we're gonna lean in. So how it works is we're not just gonna be defense. This is the progression. So when this throws a jab, I throw my cross. You
Okay,
throw your cross, I throw my jab. You
okay,
throw your hook, I throw my hook.
sure,
You throw that hook and I'm hooking. So we're not just doing that, but I want to build up the basics of getting this, staying in with your center line.
Okay.
Your head gotta stay in your kneecaps.
okay,
So if you're really wide or if you're like, oh, walking a tightrope, that's in trouble. So as long as I slip, bob, weave.
sure,
And that's the defense. So you go throw forward, and I want you to aim right at his face to keep him honest. So if you hit my chin, I have to slip.
yeah,
Throw. Yep. Throw. And if I hit, I want you to focus in on those middle knuckles.
yeah,
Do you feel any of that stuff? So when he goes here, I slip.
Okay.
Throws this one. I don't want to slip back. So wait till I come to the center.
okay, so you're
So I
there,
slip,
okay,
boom, hook, boom. And then we just go. Let's do 5 for 5.
sure,
And the slip is, I'm not, like you said, I'm not going all the way, right? I'm
Right.
just like,
Yep, good.
Just doing it again.
Yep, slip,
so
yeah,
reset, there,
slip, bob, yep, weave. There's one. Do 4 more. Slip,
Sorry,
good. Yep, and always come back to that center line.
boom,
Yep,
boom.
there you go. Because now you're centered. There's 3, 2 more.
Yeah,
Yep,
so boom, boom,
good.
boom, boom, so I'm gonna put your chin down,
Yep,
so there you go.
there you go. Good, good,
Nice,
good. And you see how your legs are activated.
yeah,
So staying in, but now not as wide. So we'll do it again, but I want you to throw your 5, 4 to them, and then your feet just
so
outside
you
your,
want us like this?
not just only when you're ducking.
oh, okay.
So when I'm out in here, I want you to slip, because the next one, when you slip and move your shoulders, you move your head, it's gonna go in, yep. And
Alright,
slip
so
coming in,
So, yeah.
So I'm aiming at chin.
Yeah.
I mean, that's chin, so
Yeah,
always
okay.
going
Yeah.
outside and leaning in, there you go.
Like,
Hook, yep, left hook,
okay.
Boom,
right hook,
boom.
good, and, yep. And so leaning in instead of sideways.
Okay, so,
On the jabs and crosses. So
Okay.
instead of going this way, what I
Yeah.
want you to do is at an angle.
Yeah.
Okay.
But without a step.
okay.
So I
gotcha.
want you to
Going
only,
here.
yes,
So,
I
like,
want
even
you,
if I have to take it on the chin, I'm moving
Yeah.
out of that way.
well, I just want you to just lean.
Okay.
See how I'm leaning in?
Yeah, it's more like a 45.
Okay.
Boom, boom.
There you go.
Boom,
Yep,
boom, boom, boom.
yep. And then just wait for him to get back to that reset. Good.
Okay.
There you go. 2 more. Yep, and using those legs and that balance. Good.
Yeah.
See how that weight's shifting?
Yeah,
Let's go back on this one. Now I just want you to tighten your stance a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yep, and so that way and I want you do a good job on using those legs, Mark, and I want you to just like, boom. And then if you turn your shoulders, your head will turn.
okay.
So don't focus just on the head, focus on turning the shoulders. Because that's gonna be leading
So it's just,
into the
it's just a
punch.
little bit of
Exactly.
a little
You turn
bit
your
of
shoulders, that's gonna lead into the punches to come next.
Okay, because you're then cocking the
Yes.
hammer on the far side.
Exactly. So
Okay.
we did the head movement, now I want you to turn with your shoulders. So
Okay.
your head is stationary. Once I move my shoulders, my head moves automatically.
Gotcha. So
ah.
if I'm going straight, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
turn the shoulders, turn the
Yeah.
shoulders, yep. Duck, and then hands under your chin,
Yeah,
really
okay.
duck.
Boom.
Turn the shoulder, turn
Boom.
the shoulder, hands on the chin.
Boom.
Good. There's 2,
Boom.
go 5.
Boom.
Good.
Boom. Boom.
And a little bit more to
Boom.
shoulders. There you go.
Boom.
Good shoulders. That's it.
Boom. Boom. Boom.
Good.
Boom.
One more. Because I can't count right.
Boom. Boom.
Good.
That's different, but I'm not dodging, I'm not slipping with my head, I'm slipping with my shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your head is moving, your shoulders move automatically.
Yeah.
So people do this and all that. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay if they're on the ropey dope or
If you're getting your ass handed to you, yeah.
you're going in and it's not showboating, it's just another skill. Because I would leave my head in there and nobody would be able to hit me because I would turn.
Yeah.
Even if it would come in, they would hit me, I would move back.
Yeah.
Like there's another one. So if we go 3, so here's another one. So it's, well, same thing, jab cross.
Jab,
I slip,
cross.
slip, hook.
Yep.
Boom, I hook again,
Yep.
and then I lean back.
Okay.
So as I lean back, where's that? Whoa, that one
Smack.
comes back. You know what I mean? So
And
But
you
let's
get
do
a
the
push
first-
kick out of
I
that. Yeah.
push kick you. So when I lean back, I'm not. You see, I'm just, well, we'll go to that one on this. We're gonna have the strike. So let's see
Okay.
you turning those shoulders.
So I'm here, there, but I stay forward.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
and just stagger your stance a little bit more. Yep, toe to heel.
Put your chin.
So you got clearance.
So
Yep,
I'm just rotating like that.
yep,
Okay.
turn your shoulders. Turn your shoulders. There you go. Hook,
Okay.
hook, good. Shoulders more turning, no, there you go.
So,
So instead of doing this, I want you to literally.
Like you're
going
dipping
out.
that shoulder.
okay.
Yeah, imagine like you're kayaking,
Okay.
Yeah.
digging into that water.
Okay. So,
Slip, slip.
Okay.
There you go. Slip, slip.
boom, boom.
Good. Slip. That's it. Good, good balance, good footwork. 4, good.
Oh, I did the wrong way. I confused myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's okay, even if you turn the wrong way, just come back and. Okay, so now, anytime that anybody throws a strike, you're gonna strike back.
Yeah.
You're gonna defend with your body movements, but you're gonna strike with your arms. So every time he throws that jab, you're gonna throw the same side, boom.
Okay.
My lead jab. He throws his cross, I throw my cross, boom. See
Okay.
how, depends on my footwork. If my footwork's here and he throws this jab, well, I'm throwing my cross.
Sure.
So it just depends on your footwork. You're always gonna throw the opposite side.
Okay.
He throws one, but we're gonna go a little slower, so we're gonna throw a jab. Let's throw a jab process, let's throw 10, so you get used to slipping and throwing a punch to the gut.
Okay.
And when you throw a punch to the gut, you're not gonna hit hard, but I want you to feel like,
Those knuckles.
yep, and then you just kind of blow out a little bit, so he's
Sure.
going high, you
Yeah.
go low, that way you're gonna go in, so I'm throwing straight at you. Nope,
Oh.
see how you, yep,
Oh, so
there you go,
okay.
see? And then
Yeah.
as this goes in,
Boom.
there you go, but drive in, so I don't want leading in with this part of your knuckles, you'll end up breaking your fingers.
okay.
So as soon as you lead in with that, that's gonna be like
But
impact. Exactly. So it's just imagine like
This
you're
is-
swimming.
It's a counter, right? Is what in the boxing.
It is a counter. Yep, you're slipping and counter. You're slipping and jab. Boom. There you go. So as you're going here, go slow enough
Yeah,
so you can feel like not hard impact,
Yeah.
but you can feel, and then you get used to blowing out. So we're gonna go 5 high, and then you go 5 low, attacking his gut, and then we'll switch it and go 5-5, and then we're gonna add the hooks into it.
okay.
I'm like this.
Boom. I switched my stance on, yeah.
Yeah, see, and that's,
Boom.
yep,
Like that.
1, good.
Boom.
And then when you hit, Mark, bring it back.
Boom.
2,
Oh, sorry.
there you go.
You're fine.
And that's fine, that little bit, and then you breathe out. Good, Sam. 4, and turning those shoulders and turning that head. There you go. See, now your body's into it. And switching around.
If I'm here. I'm sorry.
That's you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Boom. Boom.
Yes.
Boom.
Remember,
Boom.
digging in with those middle, the top of your knuckles. There you go. Turning that body. That's it.
You don't need much movement.
No, your shoulders are already doing the work and your
Yeah.
feet are already in play. And you see how that? Good job. Now let's go back to you. So as soon as he throws a hook, you're gonna throw another hook. Be careful you don't do this with your hooks. So
No,
you
no,
could
curl the wrist.
don't curl the wrist. So as soon as it goes in, he throws 1. So we're gonna link. So you throw your jab.
So my jabs.
Yep. Boom. So I go 1, 2. He
2.
throws his hook. Boom. He throws his other hook. Oops, I didn't hit.
Oh, okay, that's what I was
Yeah,
saying.
sorry.
No, no,
Yep.
good.
So as soon as this goes here,
Hook comes in,
boom,
boom.
that comes here, and then that
Boom.
comes back.
Okay.
That way you get used to, and as soon as you hit, don't like leave it on there. Don't slide it through. As soon as you hit, boom, you
Okay.
bring it back, just like it's the recoil.
That'll pop.
Yep. That
But
way.
that's how, and that's real life too, right?
Oh,
We're not
yeah.
going through them, right?
No, you are snapping back. You are hitting all the way back. So when I'm throwing that hook and I slip, that hook, see how it comes in? I don't, as soon as I hit, I recoil it back. I don't want to listen to the bag how it sounds. You hear this straight?
Yeah.
I don't want that. Oh, look, where's my punch? It's coming through. No. When that comes through, see how that hits? And I
Yeah.
stop. There's no, that's the point of impact. I don't need to go any harder. I just, right there, it coils back. As soon as you hit, you coil back.
Is that,
Okay.
okay. I guess I always thought you're supposed to punch through the thing, right? But
You can, but for this drill, if you get used to punching through it, it might end up hurting you. But for just being used to safety wise, yeah. Then we'll do a drill where it's like, so this is where a hook is how I develop like, so if you hold this like that.
Yeah.
So imagine, so this is a boxing, so I slip the punch, right?
Yeah, so punch. Zoom.
Boom, so where's that cross? Now I'm gonna hit this one here, boom, and that blows out. But you see how that's hard,
Yeah.
but now watch when I put my foot into it, that was just with my wrist.
Okay.
So I slip, hook,
Yeah, that's a lot.
boom, but you see it doesn't go all the way through.
No.
This, I hit and I bring it back.
Yeah.
Because once I hit, I don't need to turn my hit into a push.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks good. No, I want the impact.
Yeah.
So I slip, boom. Now look at this hand. Now watch when I add the foot and I add my body weight. Here, boom.
Yeah. It's in it. I mean,
That's
Yeah.
one and done. Like I'm hitting where I get all my whole body into, as opposed to, so if you hold that, you can feel like, oh. So imagine I slip, hook, boom. Now when I add that snap, watch what I do with my hand. It doesn't stay on there. It recoils back. Hit. So this throw, I would tap the knee because that knee comes back.
yeah.
As soon as that goes in, but look at my body. Look at how that turns. My feet are connected. So I'm not just hitting with just my arm.
Yeah.
See, if I hit with my arm and I push through, well, I turn my hit into a push.
Yeah.
Feel the difference of a hit to a push. So if I slip,
Okay.
Yeah.
as opposed to a snap.
Yeah. The snap has that
It's
transfer.
sharper for sure.
Yep.
I felt it. I felt it more.
And that's the whole thing. That when you're hitting in there, it's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Boom.
So that's where that snap is gonna go way more, because I don't want you to get used to pushing your way through. Because you don't have the luxury, look how further it's going out, like traditional karate, absolutely. They want you doing those, but as soon as they're snapping their punches back too, and it's just like that little whip
Yeah.
all the way at the end. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
So let's try that slip,
Yeah.
slip, hook, hook. You need some water, Sam?
I'm okay for right now.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
So don't be phantom.
Are you just doing the hooks?
Yeah, we're gonna add the, all four.
Okay.
So you're gonna throw a cross to the body, jab to the body, a hook to the body, a hook to the body.
Yeah. So if I'm here, so here's the first one, boom, second one, boom. Boom, boom,
Yep,
boom,
good, that's it.
boom, boom, boom,
Perfect. Yep,
boom.
yes, and it's strong wrist. And hitting on those top two knuckles, it can really focus in on that. Don't go going, go 10 more seconds. Good, strong wrist on the hooks.
Cool.
Awesome. Good.
Yeah.
You see the difference? Did you feel?
Oh, yeah.
So as you feel, I want you to feel like, oh, it's those top two knuckles.
Yeah.
Because if you lead in with these top two, you don't have to hit them hard, but you're it's gonna be like a.
Because it is
freaking
amazing how much you can feel that.
Yeah, I feel as I land, but sometimes I land like flat. I was like,
Well, it's honestly, it's like the ones that were flat, I could feel the hit, but when you have the knuckles there, it's
That's-
prodding. It's like it's poking you. Yeah.
That is, yeah, that's what I've done. So sometimes when I would get like tying up with the guys, I would tie up and I would tie them up underneath, but I would get my thumb
Oh, sure.
that's what you said. Yeah,
right into that
thing.
little ribs.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same thing, but they can't see it because it's like, oh, and then you just,
Yeah.
what the heck?
Yeah.
And wrestling is like, pop, okay, they'll be able up off their toes. So now it's your timing execution on your part to add off the police reaction.
Okay.
Let's try it.
And the pain to make get them
Yeah.
off their game, and then
Yep. Pain compliance, everybody understands.
Yeah.
So right.
Yeah. So
Split punch, good,
boom.
and then pull it back, don't leave it
Okay.
on there.
So yeah, with this one, pop.
Yep, good, and see how the footwork, yep,
Yep. So blink like that. Okay.
Right.
Yep. Boom. Boom.
good,
Boom.
good,
And how much am I supposed to rotate?
just enough to clear the hand. You're doing perfect, see how the shoulders are turning? Yep, and just turning in, coming back to that center line. That's it,
Yeah.
good.
No.
Well, 10 more seconds. Very, last one,
Last one.
yeah. Okay, now we're gonna do the same thing, except for now I want you to move around.
Yeah.
So we did it stationary, so it's really critical that you may not stay toe to toe.
Okay.
Your heel to toe is on here, so if he moves in here and you're not attacked, like 1 minute, but once you move. But once you're throwing the punches, do not move anymore. Show that skill set to kind of move in the middle of this.
Yeah.
So as soon as you throw, bam.
Yep.
Yep, no, so throw all four.
Okay.
So we're gonna do all four sequence.
Gotcha.
So as soon as he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, now I can move, yep. And then as soon as you go in, 1, 2, 3, oops, 4. I keep on forgetting.
Gotcha. So that way we built the structure, but
Yeah.
a little bit of rotation in
So
there.
you time it. And after you hit, you dictate the movement
Yeah.
to get out. When he comes at you, then plant your feet wherever it's at,
Gotcha.
okay? So go slow, we're gonna go for like a minute.
Yeah.
And just go like, okay, we're moving. So if I'm going here, so
Yeah.
now go.
Oh, yeah.
Throw the-
Oh.
Yep, so throw that, there you
There
go,
it is.
because you see as I throw, there you go, and just that slow. So if I come out over here and I just switch my stance, good, good. Yep, good. But this is where
Yeah.
you switch, and don't worry if you get it wrong, but I just want you to just train your peripheral to read.
Yeah.
Okay,
So is he attacking the whole time?
yep, we'll go 1 minute for one of the
Okay.
guys.
So we'll start square and then we'll just kind of go
Yeah.
from there. So here, 1, 2, 3.
Now you move, Sam, yep, perfect, Mark, yep. No moving until, now move, Mark, there you go. After he goes in, yep. Good, there you go, in, and you can angle, you can crowd, good job. Breathe, try not to hold, try to read each other's facial expressions. What is he doing? Is he biting his lips? Is he taking a deep breath? Is he squinting his eyes? Is his eyebrows moving? Is he smiling at you? Good, 30 seconds left. Boom. Good, and don't drop those hands. Try to keep one hand offense, one hand defense. And then next to your chin. There you go. There you go. Good, 15 seconds. Good. Good job keeping those hands up. Chin down, eyes up. Good. Don't move until the last one. Don't move, Mark. There you go. Stand your ground time. Cool. So when you stand instead of trying to hook, you see where that's leading.
Yeah.
Now that's gonna what we're gonna compensate for our wrist, and then it's like, oh, I'm off balance.
I was trying to go through, yeah.
Yep. So when it's in there, stay in there, go to work, and then get out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now we're gonna do the same thing where
Okay.
you dictate the movement after that defense. So now once you're going in there, he has to move, and then you move after the fourth.
Okay, gotcha. Sorry, so I was moving first. Okay.
Yep. Okay, so jab, cross, hook, hook, and go time.
Oh, sorry.
Good.
And then I'll
Yep,
break.
yep,
Yeah.
yep. You move to the side, never let me go back.
Yeah, so I
It's
was
like Rocky
that.
Balboa.
Boom. Yeah,
Pretty
sure.
sure.
It takes me a while. Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
it's okay. This is why good job on going slow and control. Yep, and that's okay.
And then I break.
Yep,
I'll create some distance. And then here he comes. Boom.
yep,
Boom.
good.
Boom. Boom. I'm like, I don't like this.
Yep. You keep those hands up. Good. Don't drop those hands.
There.
Good job. There. Good. One hand's up, one hand's down. Good. Good job. Yep. Try to angle sideways instead of always backing up. Good. Angle sideways when you go forward. Angle sideways. Don't back up.
So,
Don't do this. Just go sideways.
okay. So just
Yep.
move around like this.
Yep. Just I don't want you backing up. I want you angling. There you go. Now that angle. See, there
Yep.
you go. Now he has to readjust.
Gotcha.
And angle. Nope. See, I went back first.
Yeah.
Because this, oh, well, it's automatic. Well, thank you. Now I know where you're at.
Gotcha.
I
If
can
just-
extend my arm and come after you.
Sure.
Here's my angle. Oh,
Yeah, so,
that's where you're gonna cut them off.
okay, gotcha.
Okay,
Boom. 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 Boom.
angle. There you go. Good. And see, even if you move your feet after that, add an angle forward. There you go. Just a little bit. Let's go two more. Up. See how your feet squared up? So
Yeah,
now we're like, oh, now we're bigger target. Here, have
push
that.
that back.
You gotta have, you're gonna be able to move, because then you're gonna have to move to this side anyways if you're gonna throw anything. So
Gotcha.
if you eliminate the square stance, it's gonna save you a long time. But you see how that angle, now let's go back to Mark.
Yeah,
Now I want you angling in tight towards him.
Angling and tight? What do you mean?
sure, thank you.
Colder room, thank you.
Oh, either is fine, whatever's easy to grab. Oh. Thank you. I will eventually bring water of my own. Thank you.
What's that? Next week is lizard training, and we'll see how long your tongue is. No. Recycle that sweat. So when I say angle tight, just stepping and pivoting. So if you step this way, just step and pivot. So look where he's at right in here, right? So say you go bam, 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 bam. Oh,
Okay,
so now I'm just pivoting off of here. What did he have to do? He had to readjust.
yeah,
Because he's not just gonna throw that side. So if you step, it's either a step and then I square up.
okay,
And you square up for a second, but then get that back. But look at how far I'm angled
yeah.
out in here.
So you're creating the distance, but not throwing yourself off balance.
Not yet, not on this one, because I want you guys to get used to something's coming at you, and I want you to be able to attack back. Everybody does this. And then when they do that, their hands, their gut, their legs are all open.
Yeah, and it invites us more.
Yep, and then it's just like, oh, and then what are you doing defense? No, I'm gonna take one, and like I'm telling you guys, keep your hands, this hand
Yeah.
goes out, this hand comes back, this hand comes in, this hand comes back.
Okay.
Because if this is in here, at least it's gonna lessen the impact than it not. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So imagine like you're touching your chin every time.
and you are keying off of down.
Yeah,
Right?
once this one's here, I wanna be here, because I don't wanna be here, I can't see you.
Okay,
I wanna be connected and loose, and then I can be in this side like Yep.
Yeah.
Just really, really zone in.
Yeah.
So now just angle, like it's not going back. Every time you go back and we'll
So it's Yeah,
Yep, pivoting, yep,
so it's a step and a pivot.
yep, step and pivot or just angle or step and slip, slip. Now
Go
angle.
ahead and do this.
Yep, there you go, good. Then you're in the pocket and just stay there, just getting used to staying in those angles.
This.
Good, see how he has to readjust and then boom. Now you can, yep,
I guess
that's fine, but now just moving back, yep.
Yeah.
Okay, then I have to come square up again. Boom. 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 Boom.
That's it. Good, good,
Yeah, because I take 3 steps to his 2.
exactly, because now you're stepping forward and pivoting,
Yeah.
30 seconds. Step and pivot, step and pivot, there you go. Because he has to get in place, good job on keeping that hand. Keep both hands, one hand up when you're throwing those hooks, so don't drop that hand on the hook. There you go. Good job. 5 seconds. Boom. Oh, it's up. Footwork, keep that foot, keep that balance. Good job. Switch. Good job. You see it? Feel good when it's tight.
Yeah.
Now you have that. It's like you said, you had to adjust, and every time he has to adjust, they always have to get in their same stance because it's common. So as soon as you cut that in, boom. One thing I would say, just tighten that short. If you're out here wide, just tighten it a little bit because now you have more options here. Here, I have limited options. I have to bring this up before I move.
Okay.
I have to step up more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On that side. And then just keeping that staggered. You had one time on the hooks, and that's normal for the hooks to come in here. But if you can stagger one.
Yeah,
foot
yeah,
or
yeah. I
bend
swear
that,
a little bit further.
and that's okay. But once you feel that, it's those mechanics that come back.
Okay.
So one thing I was observing, like when I do like something like this, he has to reorient because otherwise I've got his side,
Oh,
his back.
you got space, you're
Yeah.
flying, you're reaching out,
Yeah.
and that's why I want you to step forward as opposed to back. Well, now you can go back, and now we're just going back to resetting back to square one again.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do all that work and angle now, I'm ripping out his eyes, I'm getting here, I'm pushing him away, or getting towards his backside, so
Yeah.
he cannot stay in.
Yeah, that step in and of itself, one square here,
Yeah.
it's just a step here.
Yeah.
It's pretty powerful because he has to adjust a whole lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have to spin around. I'll get caught on my feet.
yep, cause he's not gonna hit you like, where are you, like,
Yeah.
coming back this way,
Yeah,
you know what I mean, so, good job.
that's pretty good. That's pretty cool.
All right, payback time,
So we're here.
good, good.
Oh yeah, I always go up. Boom. And so I'm just gonna stuff like that.
Yep, and just small step. Remember, he's not like the Goliath, he's not that big, so shorter step, he's angling off pretty short.
Okay. And then if I switch my feet, I'm just switching the cross from down,
Exactly,
right?
yep.
Okay. So it's here, 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 and then I'm just gonna go like that
Yep,
again.
so just, but see, yep, so I would step more towards it.
I said,
Yeah,
yeah,
so that 45.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
Because
that's,
see, if it's over here, he still has got his toe, he's easy, he can adjust, but now he has to really adjust.
yeah, because when you're back there, all I do is this,
Okay.
right? When you're here, now like, oh crap,
Yeah.
now you're behind me. Now I'm gonna have to go
Yeah.
like,
Turn all
So
the way
get
around.
used to step coming into one of his shoulders.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Step into
unlearn the
side.
backwards.
Yep,
Yeah.
and just go slow, even if you go in here and just do it slow right now,
Yeah.
because it is something different, it's not normal.
No, I like it though.
Right.
Yep. Boom. 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 And then I'm just gonna go
There,
like that.
yep,
Okay.
Yeah.
and you can go to the other side too, it doesn't matter, as long as you're angling, because he has to readjust.
Copy. Okay.
All right,
Boom. 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 And I'm gonna go like,
yep.
yeah, yeah.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Because on that move, you can do a
Or
lot.
you can push him, you're gonna push him and all that.
Yeah.
And if he's in that pose when you're moving, just put your hands on him, like imagine that push, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
That's out of the way.
Okay, gotcha. So. Boom. 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 And then, yeah. Boom.
There you go, perfect. You see how he has to adjust, now you're waiting. Middle knuckles, good job. 30 seconds, good.
Boom. Boom.
Good angle, if You just don't try not to cross that. Step in there, don't leave this.
Don't do another step.
Just go here, boom,
Okay.
here. There you go. Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just doing it.
Then when you're there, hands are up.
Yeah,
Don't switch with the hands down.
okay.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
imagine like put your hands on his hands for to move in a way.
Yeah, see, that was good, because now I'm not.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
Now
down.
it's amazing.
There you go.
Okay, and him back up again.
Good.
And I can switch my stance that way
You
too.
can switch it easy. So now let's do another one where it's like, oh man, this guy comes in. So we're gonna do where you're gonna stay stationary. We're not gonna, actually you can move too on this one, because I want you to get your feet right. So same thing, the only difference is when we're leaning back, we're gonna go a quick kick. The only what you do is just go right towards his leg, just tap his leg.
Yeah.
As opposed to his stomach or his head. So here's how it's gonna work. You're still gonna do the same thing. One slip, bob here, boom, and I'm coming back. Now my hand goes back. My hands are here because this is coming up, but look how far I'm clearing out.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That hook is
Yeah.
there. Whether it's in his gut or it's in his foot, and all this is just bringing your bike, you're like, acting like you're stepping up on a boulder.
Yeah.
Bam.
Are you doing your forward leg or your back leg?
Yep, forward leg. Because I don't want, the back leg is gonna come up and I'm still coming in.
Yeah.
When I go back and I can't lean like
Yeah.
forward, I'm still gonna be the hand. So if I go with my back leg up, so if he goes here, oops, boom, here, bam. If I go there, see how this comes back now. He goes that same slip, hook, boom.
You're still.
See, I'm stuck in there. I'm not clearing this out. Because I have to bring that foot back. So get used to just pivoting and just touching his leg and touch with the ball of your foot on his leg.
Oh, so yeah, so it'd be boop,
Yeah.
boop. And then I guess it would be it doesn't matter really, but there'd
Yep.
be one here and then boom,
Yep.
like that.
And instead of going up, I want you to keep your levels
Okay.
same. Matter of fact, let's try that right here on the back.
How-
Take
how-
one, or you go-
How far off are we like? Are we going way back and so?
Because I want, so see, imagine, so here's what I want you to do, slip, and you can throw your punch, oh, hook, oh, bang, boom.
Hmm.
See, I'm going here, down, back, I don't wanna extend out, and then
Yeah.
I'm coming up. But look at how I'm doing, when I'm coming back, my level stay the same.
Yeah, that knee doesn't move.
I don't wanna go up, and then, oh, look how I'm reaching it. So when you're going in, you're gonna slip, hook, boom, and just staying, and that's a front snap. You skip to just like
Yeah.
right in that side. Yep,
Okay.
just like that.
Okay.
Like the karate kid style. Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
See how your levels are staying
Yeah.
the same. You're not going up,
Yeah.
and that's the same thing.
So I'm
Okay.
not recoiling myself.
No, you're recoiling a little bit.
I'm just coming.
Oh, sorry.
Recoiling, but
Good job.
I'm recoiling with my body, with my shoulders. I'm
Your
not
legs-
doing this with my head.
Yes,
right?
your legs active.
I'm just coming in here,
Yep,
coming here,
Yep.
standing up.
exactly. Yep, that's it. See how your back goes back? Just look now. So do it and then
Right on here.
see how, look at the distance. See how the
Yeah.
distance from
Yeah.
your space? And then
Where I
that's
was
the
on
level.
here before, and now it's just this.
Yeah, so this isn't going there. Actually, that would be a good little,
So yeah, so it would be,
where you slip.
You're welcome.
Make contact.
Okay.
Like soft. There you
Yeah.
go.
Then boom, boom, like that. Yeah, hook, and then
Yeah, see how far back and look what happens. His reach didn't change.
yeah.
It was just, man, look at the difference of where it's at. Let's go 5 and 5.
Okay.
So we'll switch.
Switch
on
my,
this.
switch my stance. So if I yeah,
Slip.
boom, whoop, got myself in the eye. Is that good?
So as this goes, keep that hand up, because you see how this keeps you honest.
Yeah.
If your hand drops, well, I would rather it hit your hand, you okay?
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Lent, but keeping this up, because this, all I'm doing is pressing it, I'm not hitting it here, but when it comes back, it's gonna stimulate. the
Yeah.
real
So you
time.
hit that, it does.
It moves back.
Yeah.
So if your hands are dropping, it's gonna keep you honest,
Gotcha.
so.
So
yep.
then yeah. So if it's boom, boom, and then like yeah,
but don't worry about blocking it.
Okay, gotcha, yeah.
Cause I don't want your hand to be up above, cause, oh, great, I'm some jujitsu, martial arts, armbar
Sure.
master, Greco, Aikido.
So
There you
boom,
go. Slip,
boom.
slip.
hook, and then,
Yep, and you
Okay.
see how that comes back.
Okay.
Okay, one more.
so yeah, so boom, 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 and then, oh,
That's it.
yeah,
So you see how the levels are staying the same.
Okay.
Try it, Mark.
So from here, right, and this is the jab, I'm
Yep,
coming in,
look
I'm
at-
slipping there.
Yep.
Slipping it there, right?
Hook.
Under, right, up, under, and it's
Mm,
just the,
Yep, good. Look at, see that, like his distance is.
yeah,
It's.
Right there.
That out.
if I'm
Yep.
like here and I slip.
Yep. See how he's coming in, try to get your ear close to the noodle on the slips.
okay,
Imagine like the noodle has a heartbeat, you're trying to listen into it.
okay,
As good, but you
That's
see how that's
solid,
and just try to use your leg muscles a little bit. And you can move it there, see how the level stayed in, you activated that leg, because if as soon as you come up, oh, great, I can see it coming.
yeah,
Yeah, but the slip is like that's right here, it's literally just
Yep,
in here, and
and turn those shoulders on that slip, good job, turn the shoulders, there you go. Good.
nice,
Yeah, and you see, once you're level, this leg's activated, it's
Yeah.
like a freaking power train, as opposed to coming up and then I'm extending and then I'm gonna try to compensate with my leg and I might hyperextend my leg.
yeah,
Not once was any of your kits like that.
yeah.
It was like snap and it was power.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Just this was activated and it was coming in all the way through. Yeah,
You go, under.
yes,
It's quick little,
yeah, it's those little motions. So every attack, you're blocking, but you're adding in a movement skill to their attacks.
Yeah.
You're not just like blocking. No, I'm blocking, boom. And then I'm slipping all the way through. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So your head movement and your shoulders are turning in. So now let's try this. So I want you to go with each other
yeah,
and go soft with that leg, but go right at his knee. And you keep that leg activated.
Yeah.
Just in case, like, don't straighten it out.
yeah,
But I want you to hit on his quad, because imagine that's gonna be his kneecap. Wham! So if
Yeah.
I can hit on his quad, you know you can lower it
about
down.
3 inches. in the
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah. So we'll go, and we'll just do movement, and then once you do all four, stay stationary. Let's go 5 and 5.
okay,
So jab,
I'll try
cross.
first,
so I'm here.
yeah, so 1, 2, 3.
Good. And now, yep. Good job. Now you can move, Mark. Boom. And then when you move your hands, yes.
Boom, boom, boom,
Yeah, good.
nice,
Yep. And even if you sidestep onto his outside, good job. Good job keeping those hands up.
boom, boom, boom,
Yep.
boom,
Good.
what's going on?
You know, yeah, and you can mix it up
Boom.
too,
Sorry.
No, you're fine,
but going slow enough.
yeah,
But see how you stayed up when you're
Oh.
kicking? So just look, you don't want to do this and then push off of them
yeah,
and then you're off balance.
That's right.
So staying low, always, yes, keep that leg always bent.
Yeah.
Because I don't want you to kick and then raise up and then you're extending both legs.
Okay.
so if I do that, hooking here, I'm hooking.
Yes.
Yeah,
Then I,
Yep.
and
Right in here.
yeah, and you create space, and I'm like, well, what were you trying to do with that advancing footworks?
That's
There
it.
we go.
Good, yes, because you see how your legs are stronger, you got more options. You're quicker to recover, quicker to
Yeah.
get to your gun, quicker to get to the ring.
yeah, not snapping, it's a little off
Yeah.
balancing to not just pop it.
But yeah, but look at that control, you know, on how hard it's gonna be when you can go without hurt. Like
Yeah.
I'm not trying to hurt him, but it's like, it doesn't take very much on that
Well,
knee.
and you could also, like, if the dude was hammered or something, like,
Oh.
you're really not trying to fuck him up, but you could just,
Oh,
you can
that's,
pop, yeah.
yep,
Well, I mean, even that is just like, hey, buddy,
Yeah.
just leading
I
off
mean,
with
my
the,
knee would be gone.
yep.
Yeah,
That's what, well, they didn't used to allow it, but now they allow it in the UFC.
yeah,
And you see they're doing a lot of like,
the guy got KO'd that way.
yeah.
Thing,
Because
yeah,
it's like after and then they get this calf cramps and I was like,
Right,
oh, man,
right in
it's
here.
the worst.
but you just like, just and then just like do
Yeah.
something up here and
oh,
pop them,
God, yeah,
Exactly.
Just
So
like
you see how
distract
you're
them.
starting
yeah,
to
'cause
build
it's
your
hard,
shape.
when your hands up there,
It's
it
like,
really is, and we're this close, it's hard for me to see
Yeah.
them.
yeah.
So I got dropped. I'll tell you a little story with one of my coaches. He was the head like SWAT guy in LAPD.
Yeah.
And he fought in the Pan Am Games, but he was, or Pan Am Games, police, athletic, whatever. It was like streets, they would go to the ghettos and the LA's and all, you got me? I was like, yeah, but I know half these people, don't arrest me, don't take me to jail. And
Yeah.
he's all, so he would be in here and he would be sparring. Next thing you know, he would go in here and he would just wham. You would not see this kick. He dropped to everybody. It was with the toe kick, calls it. So he would get his toe right into their sternum.
Yeah.
And it's just a quick little, like, tighten up. I won't go hard, but just feel like
Yeah.
that little toe jab. Is. And imagine it goes into those floating ribs and
Yeah.
we're here. And then you like, and I was like, oh, what the? And I was like, oh, he's like, no, there's no holding this. That was not running. And he dropped so many people with that because it was just like, oh, it was a fast little snap, but it was a snap, not the push. And you can't do that snap that close in. And he would be in here, like I'm tight, boom. And you see, all I'm doing is bringing my knee up.
Yeah.
As I bring my knee up, then I extend my toe up.
Yeah. He's just hitting you with the ball of his foot right there.
Or the toe. So tighten up a little bit.
Yeah.
So there, boom.
Yeah.
And you feel how like that now, man. My bird going,
Oh, wham. Yeah.
and then it's like, oh.
Well, especially if I'm breathing hard or whatever's going on and I can't see it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was exactly why you can't see those ends because he's in so tight and nobody else would ever do that. He's like, what hit him? There you go back on videos. He's all, he just did like a little, but it was so impactful because it was a snap.
Yeah.
It wasn't the power pushing through. It was pop, pop. All right, try that on your side.
Okay.
Lean back.
A bunch of them.
Yeah. So you're punching. So boom, boom, boom.
Good. But wait till he comes at you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm so good, I can see it coming. It's like no more matrix for me.
Boom.
There, now clear back. So
Okay.
staying in there. Yeah, see how that goes in there?
Am I,
It's okay.
is this too much up? Or, okay.
Yeah, I want your leg to just,
As long as your leg is, I think, yeah.
yes, because you see how you can actually do that arch.
Yeah.
That's perfect right there.
Okay.
And that
So it
leg,
stays locked.
yep, your leg's not extended out. Both of them are bent. They're not like, oh, I'm straightened out. So,
Okay.
yeah, just think, keeping that
But we're not, we're doing a little snap kick, right?
Yep.
We're not
exact.
just that.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's not a donkey kick. You're
no,
saying.
yeah, it's not
So
like a
we're-
hard kick. It's just a quick snap. But when you snap, so if I'm snapping, try to come back. Oh, boom,
Okay.
boom, just that little bit.
I mean, yeah, I think for me, I tended to go forward. And so if I do slip, boom.
There, yep.
Okay.
So just arch a little bit
Okay.
back to clear your face. See how Mark's doing that?
Yeah.
That's it, right there. See how that,
Yeah.
that right there cleans my fist, like, yep,
Yeah.
look at how far that is.
Yeah.
And that's one thing, both of them are bent, you're not extending both legs at all, I'm getting close, yep, yep. And Mark likes that kid.
It's kind of fun.
It is,
It's
it's
kind of
fun,
fun.
it's deceiving.
Boom.
Slip.
Boom.
There,
Yeah.
good,
Okay.
yep, and see your balance is strong, you're ready to go for the next one if it has to.
Okay.
Yeah, and you were out of the range.
Yeah. I mean, that,
Yeah, even me going for the
So
full
like
life.
cross,
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just a little movement.
that
Okay.
little bit of adding that push with the hips.
Okay, and then so then I step, and rotate.
Yep.
Then boom, boom, boom. Sorry, I missed it.
Yep, signs to look down. Keep
Yeah.
your eyes on him, past him. Train your peripheral to hit and your mechanics.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
And then hands up when you cross. Set. So when you hands up, I don't want you to get used to doing leading with your face.
Gotcha.
As soon as you go in, hands are up on his hands
Sure.
to pivot to the side.
Okay.
We're gonna have it always.
Boom, boom.
There you go.
Yeah, and then.
Yep, good. That's it.
Yeah.
Boom.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, now it gets harder. We're gonna go 2 for 2. We do 2 defense, then 2 offense, and you switch
Okay.
continuously. Now you're like, oh, where's he going? And it's like 2. So 2 for 2, and you want to go 1 for 1.
Okay.
That way it's like, oh, okay, getting this rhythm. We're gonna go 30 seconds, 2 for 2, and then a minute, 1 for 1. So you're still moving. And whether it's 2 hooks or whether it's that one, you get to pick and choose instead of like, oh, I've got to be on this one.
Yeah.
Pick and choose on that one.
Okay.
Going slow enough, but also moving around. When you guys move, I want your, like you were doing, your hands were here. Oh, great. Now I'm off to that side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't have to be real big movements, just short movements, but link them all together so your hands are always up and you're not like moving empty hands.
Anything can happen.
Yep. This goes in here and you move, boom, and then yep, if I'm coming at you now, you just move your body. Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
Now
oh,
you
yeah.
just redirect. You
Sure.
know what I mean? So I want you to block his hands. Those are the things, even if it's one hand or if it's 2 hands. Like
Yeah.
it could be 2 hands or it could be just that forearm. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So that 2 hands can link to that forearm while you move, or you go off to that side.
And you can do all of the back
You got
strike.
all of
Yeah, you
those.
get the elbow, you got the.
Yeah.
Yep.
The back fist, honestly, I've been thinking about it more.
That was so fun.
Yeah,
It
Elbow
is.
back fist.
like just the pop, you know, like,
Nobody ever expects it. You know, like you just hit me. I was like, yes, and it's so unpredictable and it's so easy.
yeah.
It's the easy moves that you're gonna remember, not the complex, complicated.
Right, because I'm also thinking too, like if you're covered up,
Yeah.
that's a really easy motion.
Yep.
Yeah. Get the elbow back fist. You give them all the dirty shots.
Exactly.
At the same time.
All right, here we go. 2 for 2 for 30 seconds.
Sure, I'll.
I got 2 for 10, ready?
Boom, 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 boom. And then I'm gonna, oh, right, I'm gonna flip it
Yep.
back.
Remember, hands are up. Yep.
Yep. Boom, boom. I'm just saying. no.
Now, yep. Now
Okay.
yours. You're attacking.
Boom.
And wherever you're at, just throw up in that position. Good. Good. Yep. Good job. Now you're attacking one. Yep.
No.
Yep.
I mean, it's good.
And honestly, just creating space too.
Space is good, yeah.
That's. You keep that hand on your chin. Don't let it
Okay.
down. Never pass them. There you go. But don't slow enough, but just really make this like good, good. Hand on that chin. Good. Yep.
With you.
Good. Good. Now 1 for 1.
Okay.
That's good. You need water?
Yeah.
You see how it's
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah,
all these
yeah.
movements, all the stuff is now coming into play. And you're going in. So now what I want you to do is as you move, think about like, oh, bam, bam, even if you're moving like a little back fist or that elbow, or like, oh, I'm moving into transition. I'm striking my way with movement. I'm not just moving to just get out of the way. I'm striking. Oh, oh, okay, there's that. So if I'm going there, or even if I just Charlie horse the knee, like just lifting up. But now you're seeing all the openings that he's gonna give you based on like your movement. Because once you move, now that's a creating close, whether it's inward, backwards, or I can eye gouge, or rip his nose, or
Yeah.
on his nose. Like think of the simple. Even if you're moving and so as you're moving, you're like, okay, boom, I scratch his chest. Like
Sure.
so
Just do
just
something.
simulate that, like, oh, there's my movement that's going towards his face.
Sure.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
instead of just sitting around,
Yeah.
actually.
Now you, yes, make impact with a movement. So it's
Yeah.
on there. Imagine that's his face.
Okay.
Yep.
Just do a little shimmy shake. Okay.
Yep.
One is
Yeah,
1 for 1.
the first.
Sure.
Good. Good. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Yep.
I switched my feet, but
That's okay.
yeah. Boom.
It's not gonna be perfect. That's the whole point of this right in here. Good. But you see how it feels, how awkward it is.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, man, I'm recoiled, but now I just stayed in target.
Yeah.
Just that has to come up. Keep on going. Sorry.
Okay. I guess let's get out of that way.
So,
I'm sorry. No, you're fine. You're
I'm back. Here we go.
I switched my footing now.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Cut. Yeah.
Good. Good.
Who's going?
You are, you're
Okay.
talking.
Okay.
I forget this. I forget to start this. I forget to
Bowl
do
and pen.
this.
All Sylvester up, so, hey, we got another version.
Oh, no, no worries.
Yeah.
Well,
10 seconds.
so. Nice. And you're attacking me.
Good. Good job.
So,
Yeah.
okay. So boom. You're attacking me.
I forget.
No, no, you're good.
Good.
Yeah, the way.
And you see how like the 1-for-1 changes that, because you gotta throw it offense and offense, defense and all that. It's
Yeah.
not just like going constantly attacking. No, as soon as you're defending your attack.
Yeah,
So every movement is going in. So like even if I'm swinging at you hard, like you're gonna spear those hands come in.
yeah.
And that's gonna destroy my knuckles. The harder I hit, the worse that is. If I go straight to your
Oh, sorry.
shin. So you see, it doesn't take very much, and I'm not even going that hard.
Yeah,
But as soon as that goes in, you're just tucking.
because I mean, I'm just turning. Yeah.
Yep, you're turning your shoulders with your body.
And I realized, like, when we're doing like, when you throw a hook either side, I'm
And that's fine.
is that okay? Instead of going down here?
That's fine. It's
Okay.
whatever. There's no right and wrong. I mean, your hands up, that's what matters most.
Okay.
I'd rather it not, it's up here, it's covering your ear, that's fine. As long as it's not like you have
Okay.
nothing protecting your face.
Gotcha.
You know
Yeah,
what
'cause
I mean?
I have that tendency to drop my hand,
No.
so I was kind of trying to
And that's
force
good,
it up.
yeah, and that's good, because then eventually that comes in. So think of every time you go to your ear, you better step in with that lead foot.
Okay.
Because that lead foot is that spear, that attack on that
So if
back.
I was here, so yeah, so you throw one, and you hook.
Nope, so don't go out here.
Yeah.
It's just, so if he goes in and he goes that rear hook, so that rear hook, boom, I'm just gonna step.
Okay, and then,
step.
so I don't have to
Yeah,
align
You
anything.
don't have to
Okay.
like step in, because if as soon as I step in, over here, look what I'm doing, I'm coming up.
Yeah,
But if I just stay low and I step in, it's still doing the same.
okay, so yeah, yeah, okay.
Whether it's lead or rear, you're gonna step in with the
That
front
lead
foot.
foot, yeah,
Yeah, it's the first elbow shoot that you're doing.
yeah,
Yeah, sorry.
Yep, no, move this out over this way, there we go.
gotcha. Yeah, so we'll go for it.
But I understand, because just having that reaction
Yeah,
is just like.
because if you step in and then just bring that back foot, don't move it, it's like trailing out. Yes, because as soon as that goes in, now your base is underneath me here.
Yeah.
So if I go in here, hook to the body, boom,
Wow.
bam, yep, boom. See how that goes in? That's
Yeah.
gonna be devastating.
Okay,
Because if you guys just, I mean, you step in on the covers, boom. You use those hooks to the head, boom, you cover in, but you step in.
yeah,
Step in, that lead foot. Whatever foot's forward, lead foot steps. Don't cross step. Takes too much time. Look at my levels. When I cross step, see how my levels change?
yeah,
I'm coming up.
Yeah, but it's the same step.
Yep. All
And
right.
then you got all kinds, because
Yeah.
he's having to.
Oh, you're here and
I'm
I'm
not
here.
here.
Yep.
Yeah,
And look where that's gonna be instant pain, especially at that point when you're just going in.
yeah. So
And yep, and you don't have to even step that low. You just gotta. There you
okay,
go.
be there.
Yep, I'd rather you step that, because then you're starting to get this too low. And this right in here, just as good, and it's gonna be more, yeah,
Okay.
and it's gonna be more devastating, because this is this bone is the only free bone that's not connected to anything, like your collarbone. And it only takes 14 pounds of pressure to break it. It's not- It doesn't take very much, it's the weakest bone in your whole body,
wow, okay.
which is crazy, which is like,
Front
you
and
think
center,
of, yeah, think of all the football, the wrestling, all the impact sports, hockey. Like any of that, when they go in there and their collarbone, it is like scary, yeah. Does that make sense? That's a good little bob and weave drill,
I like that.
yeah,
as you can go in when you're slipping, here's another drill that you guys can do. They say this drill, you will stay squared up. So I want to match my hands towards his head. Right in here. So you match my hands, yep, and you go open fingers, boom. So as I'm here, I'm gonna stay in here. I gotta come up and touch my shoulders. So here,
Oh, okay.
so this drill, so you do not move your feet, but my head stays the same. It doesn't get big, okay? So
Yeah.
eventually, so you stay there, I touch, I touch, I touch. I come up in the middle, touch. Boom, I come up, I touch, right, left.
Yeah,
See what I'm doing now? The first one that comes up, left, right.
okay,
When I go to the right, right, left. Does that make sense?
yes,
So this is a good mental drill. So if you try that, go 30 seconds and then you're holding out. So if your hands are out,
so yeah, so I'm here.
yep. So every time,
I'm coming under
they don't
you,
step,
right?
you never step.
Oh.
So as soon as you stay there,
Here.
right there. Now you go up,
Boom, boom.
right, left.
Oh, so you hit with the entry
Yep,
gun?
yep, that one side. There you go. Now when you go out, and then you come back, right, left.
Oh, okay. Boom,
Nope.
boom.
Yep.
There you
Yep, and you can even hit, yep, like you're doing, every time you're going in, bobbing and weaving drill, but touch your shoulders, good job. See his head staying the same, good job, his head's not being big.
Yeah.
But you'll be surprised, good, keep on going 15 seconds, go a little faster, using those legs. There you go, and see, now he's bobbing and weaving, it's a
Yeah.
good slip drill, 10 seconds. There you go, and now his brain's working, right hand, left hand.
Yep.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, good job. And you see how your
Stretch,
legs are
Did I-
working.
Oh, yeah, oh, blood coming out of your nose.
Oh, shit. Look, there's a tissue in there somewhere, yeah.
Yeah.
But that is like a good drill. You can go in here.
So I'm here, stay square, right?
Yep, stay square for this drill.
So I come up, touch,
Yep. So, yep, don't raise up. So,
so, yeah, right,
yep,
that's,
just, yep,
and
right
then I
there.
come down,
Boom, yep.
yep,
And then as soon as you touch, boom,
okay,
boom.
okay,
Good.
yeah, okay,
As soon as that goes up, right, left, there you go.
Okay.
Yep. Left, right.
okay,
Yep, so see how it's
Yeah.
brain games, and then every time, keep on going, 20 seconds, good. Let's see how you have to use your legs. On the weave,
Yep.
boom, boom.
Yep.
Oh. Good, as soon as it touches, boom, go.
Okay.
Bam, there you go, touch and go,
okay.
touch and go.
Yeah, so there's no,
There.
yeah, so I'm not
There's
staying
no-
here,
nope.
yeah,
So now, every time you go to one side, you're gonna throw your hook or your cross. So if your hands are out, so every time I go out, now I start up here, 1, 2, I go out, boom. I go out, 1, 2, I go out. See, as that
Gotcha.
goes out, I'm out, but I'm extending my punch.
Uh-huh.
As soon as I come back, 1, 2, I go out, I extend the closest hand towards me,
okay,
because I can't hit on that side.
that makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now,
So,
go slow enough.
So if I'm here,
Yeah,
boom,
that's closest hand.
so,
Nope,
so, yeah, boom, boom, boom,
boom,
then
yep,
I touch, boom, boom,
Yep.
touch, boom,
Yep.
boom, oh, I mean,
yep,
boom, 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 of course, boom, boom,
there you go.
boom,
But now you're moving and striking in transition. You're not
Yeah.
just moving out. Because if you're moving out and you're not striking, well, they're gonna keep attacking.
yeah,
You're gonna come back harder and harder and harder. Try that with each other, this last one. So now you
Okay.
move out. Every time you go to the outside, you gear mark.
It's me here?
Yep.
Yep.
Right? Oh, yeah, all the way there.
Boom. Yes. There you go. There you go. Good job. Seeing every strike.
yeah,
There's no wasted movements. So
Yeah.
you move your body, but you strike your body. Good job. 10 seconds. Go a little faster. Boom. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job.
nice,
Yeah, good work. Okay, you see how that flows every time you're going out. Oh, if I'm moving well, I'm moving away. I cannot hit out of
Yeah.
those two hands. So it's a good movement skill and a good drill. to
Yeah.
be able to try to get it.
so if I'm here, I go here, pop, 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 pop,
Yep,
pop, pop, and I'm leading with the wrong hand though, right?
that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good. Yep,
Pop, pop,
there you go.
pop,
Right,
pop,
left.
pop,
Good. Left, left, right.
oh yeah, pop,
So don't duck your head, use your legs. There you go.
Yeah.
No readjusting those stance. There you go, using those legs, using those legs.
Boom. Boom.
There you go, and you're shifting, and you see where the body's moving, keep on going, 15 seconds. Boom. Boom. So you can hold your guns out this way too. You're free.
Bang, 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 bang.
Sit, 5, 4, good, 3, 2, 1. Good job. You see, as you start doing this, I want you to do this.
Yeah.
So that way your head's always up. As soon as your head goes down, you're in trouble because you can't see what's coming next.
Yeah.
But as long as that goes up, and that's just a movement still is going to build up those legs, and you're not readjusting by stepping out. That's why your feet's now shoulder width. But as you're here, oh, okay, now I can go back. Well, if I go here, bam, bam, I can still do that same drill in my stance. But for starting out, I wanted to have that square stance. And then you pick one stance and you're like, oh, there's a bob, there's a weave, but I can't go that far out. So I have to what? Turn my shoulder further away. My head's outside of my kneecap, the off balance I'm gonna get.
Okay.
Sure.
Sure.
Over here, but how do I compensate? Turn my body. Oh, I turn my body, you can't hit me. So if you turn your body, so your hands are up
Yeah.
and just turn your body.
Yeah.
Turn your body. Yep. Go until it comes. Turn your body. Turn your shoulders. There you go. See how that's it, but keep your eyes on me. So when you turn your shoulders, head stays on target. There you go. See how the eyes went off?
Yeah.
There you go. So I break the rhythm by going in. Good. There you go. See, as that goes in,
Yeah.
now you're used to turning that body. So here, so as soon as I go here, turn the body. Just turn the body. Yep. Yep. So as I'm going slowly, so turn your shoulders more. There, because your shoulders turn, look at how much more digging that power is coming in. And you gotta even extend at your punches. Good. Now break that rhythm. That's it. Shoulders turn. Perfect. When you're turning in, yes, that's it. See, that's what I want. That twist. Oh, now that's coming from that lead hand. That's going to do more damage. And you just kind of lean, turning in your head into a push.
Yeah.
As opposed to that snap.
And I can't watch the hands. Like the hands
No.
are too slow. It's like I gotta watch you.
Yep. Looking, yeah. The more you can look past the person, even when you're walking out to an interview or whatever, walking out and you see people just start getting a habit of looking past them or looking at like, oh, I'm looking over this way, but I can see how many things can I see in that direction. Like if you train that, like, okay, just 10, 15 seconds, that's just gonna sharpen your awareness and just like up your skill for shooting. Cause now you're like, oh, something moves at you, you already got that fast twitch muscles.
Yeah.
And that's what I want is the fast twitch more than the power. If you get that power, well, it's the one hit wonder. You should hit them.
Yeah.
And hopefully it works, but this is a quicker recovery and you got more options. Yeah, but if you have to go the distance, and it's gonna only last about 30 seconds, because that adrenaline dump is gonna be like, I'm gonna be so exhausted and all that stuff, because it's a whole, it's just a, yeah, like when you guys are doing your courses and shooting and all that, it's like afterwards, like, oh man, I'm mentally tired.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because of look at how pure focus, you can't be like, oh, what's for dinner when I'm shooting the target, or I'm thinking of going out and kids sports and whatever it means. No, it's 100% focus.
So I got a question. So just so I was talking to my buddy, and the reason I love it, he said, what if I got a knife down and I'm coming at you like this? He exactly that to me. And he was doing this and I was like, well, normally I would want to come in, but there's a knife, it's a different story now.
Yeah, because you know, so as soon as any knives, your two hands are blocking it, all on one. So come at me anyway. So as soon as it comes back, I'm giving it back to you.
Yeah.
I want to swing it, circle it through.
So if I was coming at you like this.
I don't want to bring it back. I want to give my hands. I want to always X out.
Okay.
Because I don't want to go this way and then come into Mr. Lefty here and then walk
down there in the inside, and I'm just like,
yeah, now he has that in there. So I gotta always X out.
so you're going outside, you're trying to
Outside, yeah, anything. Like I'll take two hands, like, oh crap. That's why if your hands are down, well, can't block with your hands are up automatically. So if I'm coming at you outside, good. Yeah,
Oh.
but bring it back to him.
Okay. So all the way down.
Yeah,
all the way down.
bring it down, because as soon as you press this knife, and then move behind the thread. Don't just stay in the front of there, because hopefully that's exactly what I want. I want him to stab himself.
Yeah,
And your hands are there, and look where he's at. I had to,
Right
oh.
here. Now I'm doing it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just like, yep, I'm not gonna be like, oh, okay, rip it out, and no, as soon as I stab him, I'm letting go, because I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Backfired him.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if I come at you, yep, good.
yeah, and then whatever else.
Good, and see, yep, and you see as you turn, look at the footwork, look at everything that we go into, those angles are automatic.
Yeah.
So if I come at you that way, boom, good,
Yeah,
yeah, and you're in and out, like,
Yeah.
as soon as they do this, even if they just go in here, like, if they, you see this and this guy's like, oh, hey, here, don't go back. You're gonna attack him forward. So
Oh.
if you see it and he cocks it enough time, and you just take that knife, just push it back, oh.
Yeah.
Look at that momentum, man.
Yeah.
You got two hands on one, but try to cock it like a C as opposed to like an era.
So-
you.
so if you're cocking it
I'm
back,
here, the hair, oh man. And at the same
And if you're
time.
taking it, right?
Yeah, so here's the thing, so you say you
You
gotta
gotta
cock
cock
it
it
back,
back.
bam, I'm going here.
Okay.
I wanna have that hand, this is gonna be in here, this is like you've seen her, Tony Blauer.
no,
He's like,
Oh, the
does
spear?
spear.
Yeah, the spear,
It's
yeah.
same, and it's just, you're just doing the same thing right here, boom. One hand goes here, that's the closest hand. Boom, I'm not gonna try to tie up, I'm just gonna kind of move my body around, look at what I did with my body. If I try to go toe to toe, I got a bad shoulder and he's stronger, no way. I move my body, now it's back, oh, okay, there, boom.
and I'm,
I'm not gonna try to disarm, take it back. If he's taking it back, like at this time, I'm going straight towards his face. Cause as soon as this element, I go to your face, bam,
Yeah.
oh, what the hell just happened?
sure,
That's gonna catch me off guard. So as soon as you have to, and you see how that goes
Yeah.
down. And that chin is going all the way down. And my reaction is not gonna be holding that. My reaction is like, oh crap.
yeah, you're gonna go loose
I'm
trying to figure out.
I'm gonna trap. Most people in our program, all the wrestlers, they know how to fall. With the judo guys, and what is our automatic habits when we're going live? We put our hands down.
Yeah,
It's that fear of falling, that brace, that automatic response that we do automatically. We gotta train it, and we gotta train it consistently, because even when the guys are elite athletes, they still make foolish mistakes because they caught them off guard. Oh, and it's automatic. So if you get in that habit of like, oh yeah, as soon as this comes up, he cocks it. Okay, well, I got that spear just going straight in. Or the bull, like charging in. I don't want to have the bull here with a weapon because
Yeah,
it's got
that's
tight.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
too tight to come in.
Yeah.
But as soon as I'm going here, yes, that's right in there.
Yeah. Now I'm going.
Yep. And instead of, once you're there, instead of hitting them, striking them. So if this was here, or say if I go here, boom, and give it back to me.
Yeah.
Boom, take your free hand, rip my eyes.
oh, shit, yeah,
There, that way, instead of going in here, because this is, wow, you're staying in contact. Look at
Yeah.
how your elbows
Okay,
are in
okay.
there. Because think about this, he takes it out, he might be on
whatever.
drug, yeah, exactly. So if you're here, now there,
Here.
yeah, see how that?
Yeah,
Push.
And now you're just out of the way, and now you can't see. Here, oh man, you didn't hit. He's got some muscle bound traps that you have to work to the muscle to get that spine. They right in here, automatic, they can't.
Yeah.
Get in there. Anything that's talking or going back.
There you go. You gotta go for it.
You gotta go for it, yep. Even if they swing here, like you miss, and then, oh, there you go.
Yeah.
See what happens?
Yeah.
Because you came in, you might like, oh shit, I
Yeah.
just slipped.
yeah, and then,
Like, and then all of a sudden, I come back and you trap the arm. And
Yeah.
You just push that
because
all.
I'm already there.
Yep. So if I'm swinging here, and then you come back, so instead of going back, remember.
Oh, yeah.
Behind, because
Okay.
you see you go back, where, oh, thank you. Now you're
Yeah,
moving
yeah,
You
in.
gotta close that distance.
Yep, it's scary and it's all
Like
this here, yep, see, and I can't get you. And as I'm coming back, I have weaker.
So, and I don't know if this is true to what you've learned too, so like with firearm stuff, they talk about increasing the defensive distance, you're backing up to create
Yep.
more space. Versus this is,
Close.
closing that distance.
But if you're, so now close the distance to back up to create that space.
Yeah.
Okay,
Create that space, don't change any of that, because you guys already have that instilled.
yeah,
Come in, go out.
It's range based because if you're within arm's reach and and he's
Oh.
coming at me, I can't backpedal fast enough.
right,
So you gotta go in.
yeah,
Yep. And then as soon as you go in angles, that's where those hands will slip, oh, that hook,
Yeah,
well now,
yeah.
And it's not gonna be right or left, it could be this side, it could be this side, there's a
Yeah.
little shuffle, but that's a good work to, a good little footwork drill. If I step in, boom, okay, now if I angle out, okay, now I pivot,
Yeah, we've
So-
done the box drill
yeah,
before.
so-
Yeah,
you just step, boom, side step, boom. Now angle out, boom, and so you're gonna make like, I'm here, strike, side step, angle out, now I'm pivoting in there, so I got 3 angles at all times.
yeah,
And as you get that footwork, it's forward, side, I'm out of the range, and then I pivot. And then
Yeah.
those 3 angles, and it's just like the tip of a triangle. You look at the tip of a triangle, where are you going? So make a triangle with that movement.
So I
So,
come in.
yep, there's an angle, side
Out.
step, and then you pivot, there's the.
Oh,
line of the
oh,
triangle.
yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
So if you're making that triangle, it's a huge ordeal. Now it's like, oh, where can you pull your gun out on the exit when you're coming out of the triangle?
yeah,
When you're at the flat line or whatever it may be. At the last tip is when you can pull that gun out because you're fast enough and you're great enough distance as opposed to kind of.
Yeah, and then here it's not,
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I
Yeah.
can grab that and I hold that on there. and I
yeah,
can't
now,
do
now,
that.
now I gotta, yeah,
Yep, now, when he has a hand on you, oh, thank you, now I know where he's at.
yeah.
yeah,
And absolutely, like now you give him back, that's where those elbows and all that.
Eyes, yeah.
But once you're in back, rip your eyes out or keep on going. You know what I mean? Instead of staying in there and
Yeah.
giving that, because it's automatic reaction. You wanna go toe to toe, but I don't want you to.
There's some people who teach, like in this distance here,
Mhm.
right, to like shield, like this.
Yep.
Shield it and draw here,
Yeah.
and bang, 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 on this distance.
And that's
This is
perfect, because
here.
look at where that spear is at.
yeah,
Right in here. If he has, yeah, and you're fast enough, you're coiled, but look at the footwork, his body's angled.
yeah, blade.
Shoulders are off at, and I'm squared up, so it's like, yeah, I'm posturing up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know if that's, yeah, so.
That's absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah, there's no right and wrong, it's what's right for you. Cause when an attack happens, man, I haven't had an attack in a long time, but I'm like, oh, as soon as I'm there, I'm like, oh. There's a guy walking, I'm like, hey, looking at him, eye contact, how you doing?
Yeah,
All of that, but everything that's on here is like, yeah, you know how to do that, and that one right there, whether it goes from here to here, one thing is not going from the side. I would be pivoting with my body.
Yeah.
Yep, because if you go to the side, well, now you can wrap around and
Yeah,
tie that on.
this.
Yep, because now if I tie up, like here, I can't, oh, great, you step in.
yeah,
Oh, if you wrap around, like, oh, step in.
Hmm.
Oh, what's hitting you with the tricep?
yeah,
So just be cautious of
Yeah,
that,
that's-
you know, yep, but that's gonna be in there, but as soon as you wrap this way, well, I can wrap that arm around. I mean, that's triceps and what you hit.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
yeah,
Good job.
Well,
Thanks for,
really
That was
good.
really good.
Thank
yeah,
you, Jimmy.
doing the drill.
Yeah, I need to work on my quick twitch. I'm a slow and bludgeoning individual.
Oh, man. Well, there's so many parts to it, but now look at how, now you guys are building up your skill set.
Yeah,
Like now, before there was like, oh no, we're not gonna teach that at the beginning. No, now it's like, oh, we got tools that you can pull and choose from and
yeah.
all of that, and you get to pick from your arsenal.
Well, I'm also thinking too, like, 'cause I have a heavy bag in the garage, like duct taping a foam noodle to it
Mhm.
and just
Yeah.
practicing.
So this is what I did with, which was not good. I had tires. Best thing you could do is get tires. You would love, your kids would love this. It sucks. But this is what I had is, there was two, and this was like a 2x closet rod.
Yeah,
Drilled through the tires. So the tires went all the way through. And then that was in here, so there was a freestanding tire that was hanging from the bag. Give it eye hooks.
yeah,
And so you hit the tire, because the tire's like moved here,
yeah.
well, this will swing back and hit you.
Oh,
And
sure,
if you don't keep your hands up, I've had too many people get hurt. And
sure.
then the same thing, because I had another link where it was tires on the bottom and then it was angled out.
Yeah, so pop, pop.
It would kick. It was like, oh yeah, well, you gotta be able to lean and you take a check. And it was like, there's no way, like, but it was like, teaches people how honestly, like, oh, I'm dropping my hands. Yeah, I'm dropping.
Sure.
Because I gotta hit accurate. I gotta hit on the bead, not on the rim. You
Yeah,
don't hit on the bead, you know that, like, or you hit on the rim,
Instant
you're like,
feedback.
oh. And it was like, oh man, I got an elbow. Oh man, people loved it and hated it because it was the most realistic
You got this, but you punch something, and it's gonna come smack you like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that's that pop coming back.
that's where, yeah, you're extending, that's why you want to snap and bring that hand back, not down.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like traditionally, you snap, boom, and recoil. Well, no, I want to bring it back and cup up because now this hand comes up, whether it's this side or that side, or whether I might block it. So I would hit the bag and then block with the same hand.
and if I can ask one more question, I do see when you do these little like instructional
Uh-huh.
moments, you do move one hand like
Yeah.
this a lot. When is that for you just to stay frosty, or are you actually gonna block that?
I'm gonna slip and move. So think about this. So just move, keep your hand like you're sucking like a pacifier.
Yeah.
Right? So you cannot use this hand.
Yeah,
Only use this hand and you can only move your head.
Yeah.
Okay, yep, you gotta move your head.
okay,
Not just your hand out. Move your head. Good. Yep, move your head.
yeah,
Let's see. So it doesn't, yep, so move that head. So you know, you're
Yeah.
relying on your hand.
yeah,
And you notice when I'm doing it, I move my head with my hand. Yep. And just keep that there. Don't take your hand away.
okay, so just do this.
Do this. Move your head.
Okay.
Your hand's like you seen Medusa. That's you seen her head. There. That's it. That's all you need. Right in there. Now look at that. So as that
Okay.
goes in,
Yeah.
still your head.
So
Stay
this is
stationary.
here,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. So yep. Good. Don't move the hand out. See how his
Oh,
hand comes in?
I don't, okay.
Nope. I just want you to just move your head and let this hand be right in front.
I'm not hitting, I'm just.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, you're moving your hand and I'm just directing my fist. Yep, so if that goes in there, but that's it. You guide it in, you guide it back. Keep it next to your thumb or chin. Because you see, as this is away, because when the hands are up, I would push the guy's hands right in his face. Boom, and it pop.
Yeah,
That snap. So as you move there, so look at his moving his head.
yeah,
See as that goes in, 1, 2. Now that hand stays in, because that's an easy defense.
yeah,
Because look at all the skills that I'm doing. Instead of just relying on this, because what happens, and then I get overwhelmed and then I'm coming off balance.
yeah,
But if you can get used, you're gonna get hit and it's gonna suck initially, but until you develop that skill set, and then it's like, oh, I can slip. Like
yeah,
I would have boxers, I would have my hands down and all I would do is slip, boom, boom. I would slip, boom, come in, and they couldn't do anything because I was so fast. But now I'm like, I move, I think I'm fast. I'm like, what the hell, honey? I'm getting punched in there. I'm like, okay, I can't do that anymore.
yeah,
But at that skill set, I would not like people could not hit me, and I would be like, come on, you're right, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And I would come in and I would be like
and it's gotta be
every time.
frustrating for them and break them down mentally.
Oh, they're trying
But
to
this,
harder and harder.
this, is that actually a defense for you, or are you just practice for you?
So it's like part of Wing Chun. You're
Yeah.
just staying within that center line. But the only difference is Wing Chun doesn't move their head.
Gotcha, so they do all of this stuff.
They do all this very rigid, very strict, very fast, very fluid, very like nice. But it had that movement, but I don't know anybody that's gonna come in and you see these Wing Chun,
Oh, yeah.
they're trying to take
Yeah.
on these MMA guys. Well, Wing Chun guys never gotten hit.
Yeah,
And MMA guys have gotten hit, they know how that, well, we're gonna go there and there's masters and we're learning the art form, but you're not learning the practicality of it.
Yeah.
There's practicality of it, but you better be moving, you better recoil, because his vengeance is coming out with the fury, and I don't know how much it's gonna be.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, so as I'm slipping and bobbing and weaving, I want all of this because there's just gonna be adding. I take a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and I add my art of mine. Just like you're gonna take a little bit of this, that, you're gonna add your art.
okay,
You're not going into a system where you're gotta learn Ralph Tracy, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You gotta learn Fei Muay Thai.
When are you doing this though? If someone's hitting you?
Yeah,
Okay.
hitting you, blocking.
Okay.
So what am I going back? So it's one hand blocking.
yeah,
So imagine like if I'm here and then back, boom, I could go double out. I could go 1, 2, boom. As soon as I go 1, 2, and then as this comes back, I'm coming in with a strike.
yeah,
And that's part of
Because
the Wing Chun where that's
that
coming in.
cupping maneuver and the
Yep,
transition.
That's why I want you to always imagine like you're having a view to cup, because it's now as you cup and punch, nope, I'll punch you, cup, and then just imagine touching my chin. Oh, touch my chin. Oh,
Yeah,
see, as that goes in, you're deflecting it and you're getting that little, don't even parry, just touch my chin. Oh, because I'm going straight to
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
touch my chin. So use your other hand.
Oh,
Because if you're going in, you're like, I can't touch it. So if I'm coming in here, oh, You're just beating me to the punch. That's just, you're staying in that center line.
Yeah.
So you're blocking, but you're striking.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's
So you're
okay.
not like, oh, block, but here, but you're not always gonna be able to do that, and it's gotta be precise, it's gonna be at this speed. Now, if I go fast, touch my chin. Now it's
That's hard,
different.
yeah.
So, because now we're putting that recoil, now if we're going here, touch my chin. Oh, but you see how that movement comes in, and all I'm doing is tapping.
Yeah.
But look at that, put it into reality where if I can slap box like you were going in, so if I'm here, I'm gonna touch, you touch my chest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna touch your chest.
Okay. Okay, yeah,
But you see
Yeah,
where
yeah.
that, you
Yeah.
didn't feel it, but all of a sudden, blah, 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 blah. What? It's all those tools that are coming in.
yeah,
So imagine if that was in there, boom, and it was like, pop, pop, pop.
Well, he's done.
yeah,
So
absolutely,
imagine that was the nose and the eyes.
yeah.
So if you're
Yeah.
focusing on one target area, you know you can get to it.
Yeah,
So if I say touch my chest or like you touch his chest, I want you to touch his right arm, you touch his right arm.
Like that.
Go. Yep, right arm. Don't let him touch your right arm, you touch his right arm. I don't care how you touch him. You know what's going on. Good. But you see now touch his belly button. You get to his belly, touch his chest. Oh, good, touch his chest, don't let him touch your chest. Good. Good. Touch his back, touch his back. You see how,
Yeah.
look at the skills, now it's like,
Yeah.
oh crap, I'm focused on one area. So when an encounter comes in, you're focused on getting away.
yeah,
Because look how easy, you touched each other and you guys were having fun, but look at how it was like, oh, I didn't tell you, you gotta do this way, you gotta do it this way, you did it your way to get in there. You were moving, you were like, ooh, it's like, I gotta get in and get out. You had to do that on the fly
yeah,
to teach that, like, and that was like, oh, so many people have said, no, focus on one part. You, when you're in that encounter, I'm getting away. I don't care me and my family, we're getting away. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only, so when you focus on one dimension, one area, you can do it. You're focusing on all of these things and this, oh, I'm gonna get mesmerized and confused and
Yeah.
amused and like, I'm gonna be a target.
yeah.
Focusing on one target.
What's funny, so shooting shotguns at animals, like
Mhm.
flying animals. You see a flock of birds go by, everybody thinks if you shoot into it, you'll hit 15 birds. You'll miss every single time, you have to pick one.
Yep, so it's the
Ah.
same, wow, yeah.
Like
same
you'll see it
thing.
all, if people shoot into the flock, nothing happens, the dude that picks one bird, and the fall.
Wow.
Yeah.
See? Same thing. So it's just, and you see how this is relatable to everything.
Yeah.
You going in, when you're driving out on the road, they're like, okay, your awareness goes up automatically, especially when you see like, you know how to drive,
Yeah.
you see guys coming on you and you're like, oh, this is going here, this person's tailgating me, and you're like, okay, well, what do I gotta get this option to slow down or keep going, or do I just let him
Yeah.
go, or if this guy's coming over here, he's riding my ass, I slow down and break down a little bit more, let him
Yeah,
go
get
for
around you,
pass
yeah.
and all that, and it's the same thing. When you look at how many people, the parkway is like 65 miles an hour now.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, man, and then cops, and then so many things for texting on the phone.
Oh,
and
God.
they're pulling you people left and right,
Yeah.
like distractions, and there's gonna be a law where it's gonna be having to have that tracking on your phone in the next 5 years. I bet you it's gonna be like, nope, or it's gonna be in there. And if you have an updated car, it tracks you anyways.
Yeah.
So my son got into an accident, totaled his car. It wasn't his fault. Lady ran a stop sign.
Mhm.
What did the insurance? I never went through claims in my life. So I'm like, whoa, what the heck? I've never, how do we do this? And they wanted the MDR, this black box. I was like, no, you're not helping out them, because who's gonna pull any of the information that goes in there? And
Yeah.
he's got, you know, he was in that brace. Now he's out of it, but it's still like, he's still weak. I was like, you do not know how much injury you have. Your adrenaline picked up and you're weaker because you haven't been doing your workouts. 2 weeks now. And I was like, he's like, oh, I can finally feel a little bit. And we're waiting to see a neurologist, but we don't
When
know.
did this happen?
This happened on June 9th.
Oh, shit, so this is recent.
Yeah, totaled the car. And this was right over by the wild, what was that? See where all the photos, boom, boom. I'm taking all these tests too, which I'm finally like, is it? No. It was somewhere in here. Oh, I'm in there. Hold on. But yeah, and it wasn't going that fast, but it was fast enough, 20 miles an hour. Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
So he
Wow.
hit, and I mean, actually, I have a video.
That's his car?
Yeah. And I mean, he went up on an embankment, and you see,
Yeah.
I mean, that was a newer BMW, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, but his
Yeah.
whole side, and luckily he cleared from this car, or else it would have been his fault.
Right, because he hit the park
Yeah,
vehicle.
and it was like, holy moly, like, good job on
I'm
missing
glad
out
he's
on
okay.
that.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that had happened so recently.
Wow.
All the airbags deployed. Once
Yeah.
that deploys on those cars, it's like,
Totally.
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
And so we're going through and the police report, and it was just like, yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that